Hello everyone and good morning. It is Amy from The 7 Effect and I'm here at the clothesline. It's The 7 Effect morning show. We come to you live every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. I'm not sure, Jodie might jump in as well and I can try adding you, Jodie, if she's around. But it is Easter long weekend and that's an amazing time to spend with family and friends or reconnecting with yourself, doing anything that you had maybe been putting off or wanting to get done over the weekend. But I'm here with all of the gang, so I thought I'll do a little bit of a tour actually of the farm as well. We've got Therese may not know, but Therese been doing very well. She's been exercising this morning. There's Therese. Therese been out exercising. She's been doing really well this morning and doing some laps of the farm and show you around. But I thought I'll quickly, it's actually, as you do at the farm, it's morning tea time. So the guys are all having morning tea, but then I'll take you for a tour around the farm. So I'm just going to walk through here and I'm just going to flip the camera. Here we go. It's morning tea time at the farm.
What do you think about that? And she goes,
I said to everyone, just act normal. They're all morning tea. Look at this home cooked fruit cake and apple cake. Coffees and tea. So everyone's just having morning tea break. So I'm going to go for a bit of a wander around. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Going for a wander.
I'm going for a wander. So for those of you that don't know, my husband is one of 8. So in terms of definitely the Catholic farming family, there's a lot of kids, but they're all amazing and beautiful. The farm, Julie, is at Narrady. So it's just about 20 minutes out of Crystal Brook. And so obviously they had sheep and things growing up. Luke will tell stories about shearing sheep and how much he hated that. But but they've got so it's just outside of Crystal Brook. So I'm actually going to probably get a bit hot. The sun's come out, so excuse the sunnies. Because it's a beautiful day today. It was actually really, really cold this morning, so I'm all kind of rugged up in a jumper, so I'm going to be walking around. I'll probably end up getting all nice and hot and sweaty. But John, who's Luke's dad, he may come out. He's renowned for giving people tours of the farm and letting them know all of he's got the museum, a whole shed just full of old tractors and motorbikes and all sorts of things, and he loves it and indulges. So I guess with the theme of this morning being Easter, and being that time to spend with family and friends or loved ones, or even yourself. You need to be loving yourself and doing the things for yourself as well. So I also wanted to really highlight that take the time as well to do those things that you may not have been doing for yourself. It may be going for a nice walk, catching up with a friend for coffee or breakfast or something like that, just catching up on sleep. So for me, actually this weekend, I caught up on a crazy amount of sleep. I've had a huge couple of weeks with renovating and doing things. We actually we're starting down the IVF process. For those of you who have been following a bit of the journey and the story, the husband and I would love to be starting a family. So that all started as well this month, or the month of March. So it's been a huge month. And so yesterday we went to church, the 3 o'clock service, and then got back, and then I basically fell asleep for a good couple of hours, it was so nice to be able to do that. So looking after yourself as well. But we've just arrived over here. I'm just going for a bit of a walk. We'll check out. So here are a couple of the beautiful horses that we've got at the farm. So these guys just get looked after by John very well. Then we've also got Milo. I don't know if you can see over there. Milo eating away. And Milo's the little pony that, if he's in a good mood, will give the kids a ride around the farm as well. So he's pretty cute. But the horses are pretty cool. Let me just see if they'll have something to eat. I'm just going to steal some of this hay. They normally get it a bit later, but they do love it. So let's see if they come over. They might be a bit camera shy. They may not want to come onto the camera. Oh no, here we go. Hello. Hello, beautiful. Oh. And look, now here comes Milo. Not scared of a bit of food, Milo. Here you go. There we go. out the way by this big guy. Here we go. Look, I could be here all day, guys. That's probably enough with the horses, but they are beautiful. And even just being out here and hanging out, look at those beautiful eyes. Spending time with them. Helen, you will probably be loving this. How are you this morning, Helen? Helen is developing an amazing business with us in our Lifestyle Business Builder community. I'll just turn the camera background and I'll keep going for a walk. Hopefully, I'm pretty surprised the reception's going pretty well, so this is good. Normally it's not that great out at the farm. But yeah, Helen, you will definitely be appreciating this. Helen is in the future going to have some amazing back to land type retreats and workshops and things that she's going to be doing. Yeah, then they are never shy when it comes to treats, Helen. They love that hay. We did bring some apples up with us, so I should have brought one of those along with me, but I'd have to be carrying 3 of them as well, as well as a camera. I can't have any of them miss out. But as I was saying, so Helen will in the future have some amazing getting people connecting back to land type retreats and workshops and things. She's working towards things like that. Yes, I thought you'd be happy to see the land, Helen. This is your space and place. So, you know, stay tuned for things like that. There's some pretty exciting stuff, or there's really actually some amazing stuff that our lifestyle business builders are creating and developing and working on. So it's going to be a huge year and of course many years to come as people grow and develop their businesses. It's going to be wonderful. But I wanted to share with you, I guess, coming back to Easter and being, Easter weekend, that time that a lot of people spend with family or get away as a couple, or, do things together. For me, it actually has been something that I've set goals around. I think I shared in the email that just went out, letting people know I'll be going live this morning. But for me, the love element, and when I looked at that as relationships and all relationships, so with family and a partner and even with myself, I really had to set some goals around stuff like that, because to be honest, I really needed to sort my shit out. I'd had a pretty crazy, tumultuous time with my 7-year relationship ending and my dad passing away. It was all around the same time, and Jodie and I share a lot about this in our story, but because we had similar things going on. But the way we dealt with that was very much just push it all down, as a lot of us do. We push those sorts of things down. We don't talk about them. We just, everything's great. It's like that whole duck on water. Everything's calm and cool and collected on the surface, and then underneath you actually are actually kicking away like hell. So we would be out partying and nights out and drinks, looking for love in all the wrong places and doing all that sort of stuff. And it really then took when the Goals Club really started to take off and setting goals around the different elements. My love element was a lot of things to look after myself, reconnect back with myself. I had goals around spending more time with my mum. We sort of, as a family growing up, we kind of, did our own thing, and everyone was quite independent. So we didn't really, I personally didn't value a lot of time spent with family. And I think when you lose someone, that becomes really, really evident that it's something you should cherish and that you should value. So for me, that was something I really, really focused on. So as I started to progress and develop goals or set goals around all the different elements of life, I really focused on the love element as well. But I actually started out with sorting myself out, getting myself healthier and looking after myself a lot more, then spending a lot more time with friends and family, because life got busy and things were crazy, and then I was out, weekends and things, and it was just a crazy time of life. So I started to set goals around just making, calling some of my friends once a week. These are friends from growing up from home, doing things like that, having a monthly breakfast catch up with some girlfriends, going up and staying with my mum at least once a month. So we're actually going to be staying with mum tonight for the Easter weekend. So she lives in Mallala, which is kind of on the way home from Crystal Brook. So doing all those sorts of things. And with that then, in having, sorting out my life, but in terms of then linking it with leadership, I had to take the lead on that. So I think sometimes, you know, I work with clients and coaching. We can set these goals, and it's like, great, yep, I've got this goal to do this. But the next step is, well, how are you going to achieve that goal? What are you going to do? And you really need to step up and take the lead with things like that, because if you don't, nobody's going to do it for you. And I think sometimes we can spend a lot of time waiting for somebody to actually do that for us or show us where and how, which is great, you know, to learn and be taught. Like, we're very much along those lines of jump on board with us in terms of how we can work and teach people, but we can't do it all for you. And that's, you know, obviously everything in life. We can't, you know, nobody else can do everything for you. So you do need to jump on board and take the lead. So as much as setting these goals of I wanted to actually have better relationships with myself, with my friends and with my family, and create a better life, because one of my values is relationships now and being together and spending that time. But if I didn't actually do anything to get there, it wasn't going to happen. You know, I still had to pick up the phone and make those phone calls. I still needed to arrange a time to catch up for breakfast. I still need to book in the time to, like this, you know, make the time to go to the farm and spend the weekend. You know, check with mum and see if she's great to catch up. Go, you know, book the holiday to go and visit my brother over in America and do those sorts of things, which means, you know, saving money to be able to do that and book tickets. Sorry, it's all getting a bit windy here, and do all those sorts of things. So to start to create a better life for yourself, you really need to take a lead in what you need to do to get there. So I would definitely encourage people to really, you know, spend this Easter time. We've got, you know, hopefully a lot of you have some time off this weekend, a public holiday Monday, and doing things like that. But, you know, take some time to work out, well, what do I really want my life to look like, to be like, to feel like? You know, maybe where are some areas for some of you that have done our life audit. So we do have our free life audit that you can do, which gives you access into our life design school, as well as then you get a free coaching session, which is half an hour with me. You get those links for joining. But in our life audit, it's a series of questions that gives you a really clear idea of where you are at the moment, which can then give you an idea of what you would like to focus on to improve. So if you're looking in, you know, relationships and that space, because I do believe that having a happy relationship with self and having a happy relationship with others is just the path the path to wellness. I think, yeah, number one, having the key relationship with yourself. So that was my first step in life, was really actually getting really clear on, well, this is where I'm at, but this is actually where I want to be. But then taking the lead on what I needed to do to get there. So actually setting some really sort of some mini goals around the big goals that I wanted to achieve. And now it's amazing, this life that, you know, for both Jodie and I have, where we've got this lifestyle business that we really, we set goals around making sure that it suits our life. It's a lifestyle business, and we're not, you know, it's not a, you know, a network marketing business or any of those sorts of things, which are amazing opportunities for people with lifestyle business and things that they do. We've had a lot of people that have come through that have had great success with things like that. But you can do it just using any of your skills, knowledge and experience. We've got some amazing people in our Lifestyle Business Builder program that are doing just that. But even when we start to develop and grow our business, we really focus at the beginning on our vision and our beliefs. And that is then a lot of the stuff around what's going on in your life. Because if you don't sort out things like that, it's just going to hinder you as you start to move through and develop and grow things like your business, or a change in career, or maybe promotion, or the relationships with the people that you have at work. It's so important to sort your own crap out first and get rid of that and you know, make a change there and get rid of that, so that then you can start focusing on creating an amazing life for yourself. So for that, for me, it was, you know, it was a bad space that I was in. So my life just was chaotic and here and there and everywhere, and I had to set a lot of goals in a lot of different elements to get myself to where I am now, which is happier and happier with who I am and what I do and me. But I had to take the lead in doing all of that, so because nobody was going to do it for me. So I had to jump in and start setting those mini goals and actions and taking that action. That's probably the key point there, is actually taking that action. And now I'm in a space where I can be here on the farm, Easter weekend with family and the animals. Oh my gosh, there's great animals out here, guys. And for anyone that knows me, I love animals. But I can spend the weekend here and spend the weekend here as well as with my mum, who's in Mallala as well. So we're going to stop off to her tonight. But yeah, it's just an amazing place and space to be in. And you don't have to be starting your own business or doing things like that, but maybe then to improve your life and improve the relationships that you do have with your work colleagues and who you are at work if you work in a team. If you are a leader or a manager, improving the way you lead and manage. A lot of the times you really need to focus on what's going on in your own head, in your own space, and get that sorted as well. So yeah, I guess I'll keep moving around the farm. I'll see if I can get in to show you guys the little baby chicks, because there's baby chicks. I had a little hello and picked one up yesterday. But of course, if anyone's got any questions or watching around or want to share anything, please do. Helen, I'm not sure if you're still around, but Sylvia, I know you're there and you're doing some amazing things, looking at what you're doing and in your life. And Sylvia as well has been a part of the Ultimate Goals Club with Dorothea that we've had, so that's really super exciting. We've got a couple of actually early bird pricings are ending super soon, so now going on that horse. Thanks, Julie. We've got some amazing things. So we've actually got our 2-day coaching masterclass, which is with Jody. That's coming up actually in a couple of weeks' time, and the early bird pricing is ending actually on Wednesday. So if you wanted to get in on that and develop your coaching skills, whether that be so that you can have it in your own business, in your own practice, and working with clients and coaching them, or within your organisation and your team, it's amazing. It's just, I guess, one of the best skills to have is being able to coach others in regards to high performance and their success. It's becoming more and more the norm in organisations. I have found that lots of people have mentors, and mentors has been and still is that's available around. But a coach is a whole different ball game. So it's really around your performance and development and getting you where you need to go. So if you can do that with your team or with your clients, then that's a brilliant skill to have. So that's coming up very soon. Early bird is ending on Wednesday, so you would want to get on board with that. Sylvia's sitting outside enjoying a coffee and finishing off your life order for your Goals Club. Brilliant. So yes, you've got Goals Club obviously with Dorothea again this year, which is exciting. So we've got a Goals Club intensive that I'm running that's actually starting in May. So it's the first week in May that's coming up for that, and that's a 9-week. Every week for 9 weeks of a Thursday evening we get together, and it's a real Goals Club intensive. So if anyone's interested in that, if anyone's interested in any of our programs or anything that we've got coming up, please comment below or jump on the website. We've got all the information there as well, but we'd love to have a chat to you about it. And Helen, you've spent the last 2 days redefining your priorities by doing the vision module. Bloody awesome. Love it. I love it. And we've got a video challenge at the moment in our Lifestyle Business Builder Facebook group that's going, which is around your vision, your mission, your values, and today will be the next one, but I won't share that. I've got to catch up and share my values. Actually, one of the things I did do actually yesterday, being away, is I jumped online and did a couple of surveys around defining your values. So I'm getting a couple of reports back, and I was going to I was going to post my values in the group yesterday, and I realised, actually, I don't know if these are all completely sitting with me 100% as they were before. And Helen, you've even done your ultimate week, transition one into the ultimate one. Brilliant. I love it. That's we've got a couple of tools that just to plot out, how do you want your ultimate week to look like? Even, doing a bit of a weekly time audit of where you are now, where you do spend your time, and then refocusing that on where you do want to spend your time. So that's a really cool activity to do. And then, what do you need to do to get there, and set some goals around that. But yeah, so we've got a lot of things. So I actually spent yesterday or last night doing a couple of surveys and things online to reevaluate my values. I was going to share them into the Lifestyle Business Builder group as part of our monthly video challenge that we're doing, and I looked at them and I just thought, these aren't sitting as well with me as they used to. And look, I did them, you know, probably revisited them a couple of years ago, and lots of things have changed in our business and in our life in terms of, you know, where we're moving forward. So I thought, oh, I'm not going to post these because they don't sit 100% with me just yet. I'm going to revisit them. So yeah, so I thought, oh, I wonder if there's a survey online that I can work through that in having a look at that. So there's lots of, you know, character strength surveys and personality test sort of surveys, but in terms of a values identifier type survey, I thought that would be kind of handy to try a couple out there and then obviously share them with the group as well. So I'll share them obviously on our Facebook page as well, let you know how that has gone. So I'm actually re-evaluating my values because they just didn't sit. And you know, your values aren't set in stone, they can change, anything can change. But from heading over at the Mind Academy actually recently, that came up, Alistair sort of shared where he was saying that he feels, you know, values are something that can change and can be quite situational. So when life changes, sometimes your values can change. I guess the example of that is if you value even honesty in the likes of even where you would never steal or be dishonest in that sort of space. If you came across a situation where your children were starving and you had no money for any food, would your value of stealing still be as prominent? And would that kind of, you know, $1 loaf of bread, you know, that you might take away with you, still be okay at that point in time? So I thought, yeah, that was really interesting. I'd sort of, you know, had classed my values as, well, that's kind of ingrained in me who I am and what I am, and that needs to stay. But it doesn't. That can change. What he was saying is that it's more your principles that are probably more the foundational, cemented type things that you have. So, but yeah, interesting. And everyone's different. But I took that on board and I thought, yeah, that's actually a really interesting point. And you do have principles in life, and they really stick with you. But values, I also do believe, you know, can change and be flexible as you change in your life. So I'm revisiting mine. So I will be sharing them in our group a bit later. But yeah, it's quite interesting. But that's probably, I guess all from me this morning. What I might do is I'll jump on again. It'll be like our lunchtime morning show. Or lunchtime morning show makes sense, but a bit later. I might pinch Luke's dad and get him to do a bit of a tour of his shed because he's hilarious. And I think it's just amazing in the love element or even the passion element. He is so passionate about all the things that he has in his farm and the museum of his shed. So he's actually pretty cool to watch and be taken through stuff. So I might pinch him a little bit later and go through things. But it's great, Helen, you've used the time redefining your priorities by doing the vision module, that you're creating your ultimate week. And Sylvia, it's beautiful that you are spending some time, you know, sitting out, having a cup of coffee and going through your audit and doing that. It's wonderful. And I guess to leave things, look, I do ramble a lot. I will get better at these sorts of things. But for me, it really was firstly sorting out my life. I really, really needed to sort out what was going on in my life to create my ultimate life. But for that, I really needed to take the lead, and I needed to make changes. I needed to set actions and goals. I needed to hold myself accountable for things like that, which is why the Goals Club was brilliant when we started that, and that was a perfect way to really measure how I was tracking and keep myself accountable for the goals that I was setting. And now, in terms of lifestyle and having this lifestyle business, it makes it easier for those decisions of, yep, we're heading away, we're doing this, we're spending time with family and friends, and I'm putting that as a priority for this week and working through things. So it's stages that you can go through and build. It doesn't all have to happen at once, or if something doesn't happen exactly right, that's okay, because things can change and you've got another chance and you've got another opportunity. So there's no reason why you can't keep moving forward. I'll leave you today. Let's see if I can't really see anything. You might be able to see in here. Let's have a look. If I can catch the chooks. The sun's a bit, but you can see there's a whole bunch of little chickens. Oh, there they go. They're the little chicks. So in a couple of weeks' time, they'll move out into a different area. And here's the fruit trees and the garden that's going on here as we walk through. There's lots of stuff. Very, very typical farm. You know, a couple of tractors and things in the shed here, and lots of bits and pieces. But I may tune in and give you a little bit of a tour with Luke's dad, John, around the farm a bit more. But it's a pretty cool place. Have an awesome rest of your Easter weekend, everyone. I wish you lots of family time. Yeah, the chooks are so cute, Helen. There's hundreds of them everywhere on the farm, so, and turkeys and everything. So I might actually do another little bit of a live video check-in as we do a bit of a tour, so I can show you guys a bit more with the master tour operator. what a word of John. So, but have a great Easter weekend, everybody. Enjoy your Easter Sunday, Monday. For those of you that have Monday off, you know, enjoy it as much as you can and spend that time with friends and family, and have a great weekend. See you guys.